What is up, everybody? You know, I always start this show off by showing love to those companies that help make this podcast possible. First is we're going to talk about the people that make the best tool bags in the business. Hands down, it's not even a debate. My friends over at VETO Pro Pack. Guys, they have so many specials going on. They have another one now that's going to be going on from March 1st to May 31st, 2025, with their different tiers, tier one, tier two. Um, if you buy a product that falls into that. So it looks like anything over, oh, that's a $160 value. Oh, that's what this is. So you can look up a bag, and if it's in a tier one product, you're going to get this free SPMC. If it's something that goes into the tier two, you're going to get a free SC45. So you have to buy this from a actual retailer. So if you buy it from like Vito's website, you go to True Tech Tools, something like that. And when my guest comes on, he might even know this better than me. I'm pretty sure that you can buy them from your local supply house as long as you register it. You still get it. I just know it has to be a reputable dealer. So don't be buying it from some like dude on the street and think you're going to get a free bag because it don't work that way. But guys, check out Vito. These guys, they're bringing out so many new bags. When I checked them out at AHR and saw some of the new stuff coming out, I was absolutely pumped. Their new book bag series coming out is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get one of those. As somebody who just carries an actual book bag every day, I bleed the trade. So if I can get a Vito one, that's even better. I mean, they're coming out with all kind of stuff. It's duffel bags, stuff for travel, you name it, and then a bunch of their actual new tool bags that are amazing as well. There's one that I want to get just for my camera gear that I actually got the idea from our guest who will be on today. So with that being said, man, go check out Vito, get yourself a tool bag, and let them know that HVAC Uncensored sent you. Next. You know who it is, my friends over at Yellow Jacket, which I actually received a huge package today. So, Mr. Jason Johnson, I have something for you. But guys, Yellow Jacket, I'm telling you, I'm so happy that we've made so much progress, man. They are really moving the needle, and they are really trying to get back their chunk of the market. I said this before, man. 15 years ago, Yellow Jacket owned the market, owned it. And so many players came on that they lost a big chunk of the pie, and they are making all the moves to get back in there to get all of it back. And this Titan manifold, I highly suggest that everybody tries to check it out. This thing is built like a fucking tank. It does everything we need it to do and some. And I promise you that this thing can be in the back of your truck, banging around, doing whatever it is. And when you take it out of the truck to go use it, it's going to work every single time. I'm going to have some videos coming out with this new one, like I did with the old P51 870, where I literally beat the shit out of it. I threw it off a roof. I left it outside in the rain, left it outside in the snow. I'm going to do the same thing. I've already talked to Yellow Jacket. They've told me to do it, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to put those videos out for you guys so you can see it's durable. Durability means the world to me. So just want to let you guys know that. Also, real fast before we close this out, I want to let you know that there's 4 ways to buy this. Let me see if I can find these things here. I keep getting messages. People are like, "Hey, Gil, I really, really want to try the Titan Max out, but it's too expensive." And I can promise you that when you go, they are giving you the best option. So there's 4 different options. You can get just the manifold that comes with the vacuum sensor, the temperature clamps, um, and that's it. You got to buy your own hoses. That's going to be the cheapest option. That's going to be equivalent to a lot of the other manufacturers on the market. Or you can get the Titan Max digital manifold kit that's going to come with the manifold, the sensor, the temperature clamps, hoses, all that kind of stuff, the vacuum, and a backpack. Then you have the deluxe digital manifold kit. Then you have the deluxe digital manifold kit with the wireless sensor. So there's 4 different options. Please, when you're going to your local supply house or wherever you're ordering it, make sure you're asking which one they're giving you the price, because this base one up here on the top, the base one, just the Titan Max digital manifold, the part number is 40881. That is price compared to all the other manufacturers out there. So if you go to buy like an S-Man, they're within $50 of each other. So just so everybody knows that, make sure you're comparing apples to apples, because I cannot tell you how many of those emails that I get. All right? Enough paying these goddamn bills. With that being said, remember, 75 years of expertise built into every tool. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KB Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. I am your host, Gil KV Jr. Here we are, another Wednesday, another hump night, and another amazing show. So what's up? What's happening? Got one of the children's behind me. She wanted to be on camera for a little bit. This is Miss Riley. So say hello to everybody, Miss Riley. She's also in the chat. So if you see some goofy, oh, there she is. Yeah, hi everyone. This is my dad. LOL. That is her. Real fast, some shout outs before I bring in the guest. Mr. Rookie, what is up, my brother? Jason Johnson, what is up, my man? Something Yellow Jacket sent me that pipe strap for you, buddy. So that just came. I think I just got it to yesterday. I don't know. I just got it. Let's see here. Mr. Mechanical Environments. Hello. Thank you for being here. Mr. Nasty, what's up, brother? Neil C. Vids, what's up? Thank you for being here. Let us see. I know I saw Mr. Zeke Warner. What is up, my man? Just work. What's up? Mr. Everett. So I was in this house. What's up, man? Hey, I have a good singing voice, bro. You just don't know. See, she knows I can sing. I was gonna hop on stage that night. I just wasn't really in the mood. Nasty. What's up, brother? Make sure I'm getting everybody. Sammy, what's up, Sammy? I know I saw Sammy in here. How you doing, buddy? Did I miss anyone? Oh, Mr. Adrian. What is up, Adrian? Mr. Reliable HVACR. What's up, my man? Ryan. What's up, Ryan? I don't know who that is, but hey, what's up? I think I got everybody. With that being said, man, I got an awesome show, man. You guys know who this is. Good friend of mine, man. I've known this guy for several years now. I got to meet him in person several times. Him and his lovely wife. I actually just saw them in Orlando. And the fact that he's a former Maryland boy, you can, the Carroll County pours out of him. But he left us and went to Florida. Cannot say that I blame him. But with that being said, man, the one, the only, Mr. Koolin with Krauss. Welcome to the show. Ooh, can't reach the button. Fuck. There we go. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Thank you so much for being here, bro.
Man, thanks for having me. Allowing me, to just be on the show is a true honor. We've talked about it many times, and now we're here.
Of course, bro. I've always welcome to come on. And see, that's the sad part, man, is sometimes the show gets, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to change, is the show gets filled up with so much bullshit sometimes that I'd rather have my friends on here and talk. Like me and you on here will do just as many, if not more, downloads than these ones where I get on and people talking dumb shit, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd rather do this any day and have my friends on. So I appreciate you being on here, bro.
Let's make it a habit, man. We'll do more of it for sure. It's good therapy.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, man, I want to bring you and, all Adrian back and Curtis on, but I figured it would be better for me to bring you guys on one by one because everybody's got a story. And if all three of you came on, that would just be the nights on Uncensored. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up. Like, this ain't gonna work. Not today, fellas. Not today.
Yeah. But I think it's cool because there's a couple of different avenues that I'd like to cover with you. So I guess one would be, we can start with the whole nights. How has that journey been? Doing the nights, going from, so we'll talk about, social media and stuff like that, but doing that to actually going to the podcast and doing the nights. How's that been?
It's been solid. Like originally it wasn't like supposed to be like a committed weekly thing, and it's turned into that. And it's been really good. Like, it's fun. We're all in the same like niche, obviously. So we're all the same people generally are in the same community. and we just hop on there and we just BS on Thursday nights, man. We just have a good time. 3 different like personalities to an extent, right? And it's like a little melting pot of us, you know what I'm saying? So we have a good old time. We just shoot the shit, man. And the consistency's been pretty awesome. Just looking forward to it on Thursdays, just to be able to talk about whatever, really, you know what I mean? Because we all have different things going on. So it's really been awesome and a blessing, and turnouts are pretty good. So I enjoy it. And I got to give all credit where it's due. The homeboy Adrian be doing a lot of work to put that shit together, bro. So I know I just show up and, you know, he's doing it. So hats off to him.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because they're a lot of work, and the fact that he's doing multiple things, man, it's not even like it's just one show. So I get it, man. It's definitely a lot. Adrian got you though. You didn't read the contract about that weekly shit, bro. He got you. He said something.
Yeah, you know, hey, the NDA might be out the door at this point. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right, right.
We got some plushies back there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you're. I heard whispering sweet nothings in my ear. I don't know what's going on. But I do like the interaction that you guys have, and that's sometimes why I like having friends as guests, and sometimes that I do miss having a co-host for that reason, because you also have somebody that, like, you know, you got to show up because you have somebody else there that's expecting you. It's not just you. You know, I hate not podcasting. Like, this is my therapy. I always say that. But sometimes when things happen, it's easier to be like, fuck it, we're not doing it tonight because it's just me. I'm the boss. It's my show. You know what I mean? So I do miss that. I think that you guys do have a good connection with each other, because I mean, I would definitely agree that, you know, Adrian's doing that work, but I would also say I think that you're the glue that holds it together, because you're like me, you got a big mouth, so you talk and you know what I mean, which you need that. Everybody has their role.
Yeah, facts. My biggest thing is I just want to get Kurt to just drop an F-bomb on the show or something. You know, he may have done it once. I know he's done it like one video, but you know, when I say something just to get the homie to laugh, it's always a good time.
I meant to. So he's actually scheduled to come on too. I forget exactly when. And I got to get Adrian scheduled to come back on. I've been trying to send out links, man. And that's why I just they come randomly because I just have to think about it and it just happens.
Bro, that's how it is.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting there and it's like squirrel. There we go.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I wanted to ask him how he made out with I know he said something about he had to go home because his dog was gonna like everywhere or something. Like
Poor boy, poor Riley was just shitting around the house, man, and he had to get back to him. I think he was a little homesick. He was a little work sick. That dude is a workaholic, bro. Like, again, that's another cat. Like, I can just give the props to, like, he consistently always does a video, and like, work is his life, but he enjoys it. It's not like he has to work. You know what I mean, in a sense, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's a good dynamic for sure.
Hey, I knocked the grind, man, with the what happened?
Oh shit, we missed something.
Oh no, I saw a comment said, "Riley, I promise not to be mean." Yeah, she had to go. Oh, she was being summoned.
All right, I just want to make sure everybody's being nice to our girl there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they better.
I'm sure they were.
I'll find your fucking ass.
Yeah, I know where you live. I got your IP address now.
Oh, what'd you say? Y'all, the rule is not being mean and no cussing. My dad can cuss though.
Yeah. Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah. The comments.
Yo.
See that. So yeah, thank you. She wants to be a YouTube star. She told me to tell everybody that follows me to follow her. And I said, well, I don't know if I can tell a bunch of grown men to follow a 9-year-old honey. That's illegal. So
yeah. It's a bunch of weirdos, bro. You know what's crazy? It's funny, like that little topic came up, but like my algorithm, I've been watching like I have been like the child predator thing, like Scott Hansen stuff pops up. I mean, like there's these like funny ones, dude. Like Skeeter Gene or something, and then like Gideon does the dude I was telling you about, and they just like catch these dudes, bro. It's just weird. So no, sweetie, you cannot have these dudes follow you.
Yeah, no.
Kids only.
Yeah, and it's funny. There's them one guys I've seen where they like smack the fuck out of these dudes. Where like they'll find
business.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "You were here to meet a 14-year-old little girl," and he's like, "Ah," and they're like, "Shut up!" Like, oh shit, look this. You deserve it.
Yeah, just straight to the point.
Yeah, I mean, they don't like work them or nothing, but they'll smack them upside the head and stuff like that. It's crazy.
So fun.
All right, Riley, go to bed. Get out of my chat, please. All right.
She's blowing it up. Yo, she's keeping the algorithm going. Everybody hit that like button.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my videos are not made for children, so I am not. That algorithm is not going to help me because Daddy.
It's like
times. Yeah, no,
that's funny.
That's crazy. How has the business adventure been for you? I know we've talked personally, but you know, how has that journey been?
It gets stressful sometimes, you know what I mean? Because obviously we're still young at a point, and then I don't know if I told you we did hire tech. It's my boy George. Shout out to George. You know, having someone you have to rely or has to rely on you in a sense, right? I'm just trying to the term shake the trees, you know, just trying to drum up the business and keep it consistent. Because right now, like down here, I guess it's such a perfect time, dude. Like, you know, this is why people move to Florida, and it's like it's not always busy like people assume. Like you're just always going to be doing AC work, and so we just doing what we gotta do. We just got qualified to do plumbing, so that might be something, but we ain't rolled it out yet. So that'll be cool, like little, you know, I used to do, you know, north boilers and all that good stuff, water heaters, yada, yada, yada. So it'll help. But it's going good, man. I'm excited. It's a cool brand, you know, and I think that's the coolest part. Yeah. So something to stand behind.
You have to be like a registered plumber up there to do like water heaters and boilers?
Yeah, no, just like, you just have to get your contractor's license in that, you know, mechanical field. It's nothing like Maryland, dude. It's crazy. It's like the Wild West. That's why, like, I'll talk to people that come down there, like, why aren't you dominating? As well, it's because Joe Schmo can just go take the test. Technically, you need the time to get the test right. But even if you do the time, you get qualified by somebody, you just got to be book smart, and you got your freaking license and chucking a trucks, just, you know, giving out taillight warranties, bro. So it sucks.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like how it is in Maryland, and there's a bunch of companies here. Don't get me wrong, but the problem is that's why people have told me, like, oh, Gil, you can make money by renting your license out, and I'm just not doing that. Even though I know there's ways to protect myself, well, it won't come back on me, but that just promotes putting these shitbags out here that can't get their license. If it was somebody that I believed in, that I know they're good and they're just working on the process, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, I mean, like Pennsylvania is the closest one. Like I always say, Pennsylvania is the Wild Wild West. It's the same way.
Straight.
And that's what people say about Florida is it's so saturated, and people think because it's, you know, it's warm weather. Yeah, but people get used to it. So like here, if it gets 85 degrees, you know how it is. People are like, oh, I have a fucking AC.
Yeah.
You know,
all day
in Orlando, people are like, open the window. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different tolerance.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And the point you nailed about PA was, yeah, like everybody that we knew from like Westminster, we'll just cross over the line and go to Littlestown and Hanover and do all the work there because we can, you know, and here it's, I mean, you can just do it. I was actually, I was reading a review on another company's thing, and somebody was bitching about the pricing. It was just like, this job should have been no more than $179, and it was ECM blower motor warranty replacement. I'm like, F you, bro. Like they charged him $350, which I thought was that's still cheap. You feel me? And I was just like, damn. And that's the type of, I wouldn't say everybody's like that, because, you know, we have a really good rate. We're in the middle of the market for what we charge. You know what I mean? And we can achieve way more than that. And I don't see too many people bitching about pricing. So
$350 for an OEM ECM motor?
Straight up. That's what I said. I'm like, who? And this guy's like,
it costs more than $350.
Yo, dude, they were like, it was warranty. It was warranty.
Warranty, you did say
but
warranty. 50
yeah.
isn't bad though.
That's what I said. I'm like, the dude was like, it took him 12 minutes to do. I timed it. I was like, but this is the shit you catch from these customers, bro. And I like, again, I don't get much of an issue, but still, bro, I saw that and I'm like, boom, that's because in our little area, there's like probably 2,500 companies or contractors licenses for, air conditioning. So it's like, well, how do you compete? I mean, you try. So you try to do the marketing, do the branding, the damn Google ads, the PPC, all that crap. And you end up just wasting a lot of money, obviously, because it takes so much time. But I'm here for
it. and you being like doing online stuff, so you should do one like under the company's name.
Straight up.
You should though, and doing those little things. The days of the cookie cutter stuff is over, and it's you have to make the videos like dumb stuff, not like you're trying to sell something, but educational. Like, hey, this is what the different filter kinds are. Like, it seems dumb, but it's coming from you, and you're making those little kind of videos. We did it at Beltway, and it blew us the fuck up. I mean, people like that educational. They keep tuning into you. You're top of mind. What they always say, Tom, you're top of mind. And when something happens, I'm gonna get my maintenance contract through them. I'm gonna get a membership through them. And it's that how it works, because everybody all day nowadays is scrolling.
Yeah.
So when you're popping up, that's the little things that you have to do when you make it personal like that. Like, you're already making videos, you know what I mean? So it just has to be under the company name, and it's huge how that shit works.
Straight up. I had Q. So we got a YouTube one, and Q does it. I like him because he's more of a. I'm not saying like I'm not polished. Like, I'm really good at communicating with customers and all that. But like, when it comes to like the, I call it corny. Like, you know what I mean? Dumbed down homeowner shit. I'm like, not so much my wheelhouse. But like, if I get in front of them, it's easy. So trying to make it to where. I know exactly what you're saying, straight up, dude. Like, it needs to happen. One piece of content, whatever a day, roll that out. Like you said, filters, this, that, and the third. Because our market's going to be totally different with all the people that move here, educating on our stuff, opposed to you came down from New York. You know what I mean? And what to look for, what not to look for. Totally need to do it, broski.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the personality there. You could do it too. So does Q, he's just a business, but he doesn't actually do like the HVAC side of it.
Nah, he gets out there, bro. He gets out there. He gets dirty. Yeah. He God, I wish his little punk ass would have came over and chopped it up, but he went and was working. He does do the back end admin. Like, he's a business dude, but he's a blue collar. Like I said, I'll always like preach about like, dude, he'll get down in the trenches. He used to build pools and stuff like that, do pavers, landscape, yada. He was, Marine, Bronze Star. So like, he's a dude, right? But he worked in the financial field for a little bit, and wanted to do the private equity thing. Got it with a group of people, that whole song and dance everybody did. But then started his business, and he gets out there. Like today, we did ran some spiral duct, nothing crazy, but he was out there, did it,
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's great. At first I thought he was just more like office side. So that's awesome.
Yeah, more so. He would prefer to be, and realistically, I would too. Like, technically wise, he's he's not bad, but I would rather him do that, his strong points. But just right now, we're just not in that point where he can just focus on that. You know what I mean? The whole song and dance for the business owner, this, that, and the third is what do they say? Work on the business, not in the business, or something.
Oh yeah,
you hear it all the time, but
yeah, because you'll get to a point, it'll happen. It'll get to a point where both of you can't be in the field anymore, and sometimes you think you want that till it happens.
See, I feel you. Like, I think my thing, and I know how you ran it down when he was over there at Beltway. Like, I'd always want to be in the field. You know what I mean? I'd always, I still talk about like not doing it. Like, recently I haven't been wanting to do the installs anymore. You know what I mean? Okay, we'll just give that to George and his buddy. They'll do it together. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like I would do them, and I just don't want to. But I want to focus on other things in terms of go sail. Sail. What the hell? I said go sail, bud. Like what the hell is that? Like I'm like, what is this dude doing, bro? And but like not go out there and do that type of stuff, because I feel like making those recommendations is a better option for me. But like doing it in a technical way, right? I prefer to do that. Like I went to like a 22-year-old system the other day, and I was like, literally nothing wrong, bro. I mean, the coils were a little pitted, whatever, but it's good. Like you ain't got, but took the top off, cleaned the inside of the condenser, the whole song and dance, and went on my merry way, Whereas bigger companies, 6 recommendations, shit like that.
Yeah. So it's
I know.
It's funny. I'm getting ready to make a video and talking to people is because I do think that holds a bunch of text. Like we can all agree that those big companies are fucking douchebags the way they do it. Oh yeah, and for Q, Semper Fi. Sorry, it's I was letting the man finish his conversation. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. Like what did he say? He didn't even say it.
Yeah. But that's why whenever I teach people about this stuff, I always say you have to be good technically and communication. I don't ever use the word sales because you do have to be able to communicate. And I always tell people, be thorough as fuck, man. Bring up everything to the customer. Like just explain it like you're educating them. And if they decide to do it, great. If they don't, whatever. I'm not, you don't beat them up and take their wallet, but
that's
sometimes
the right approach.
Yeah. Hey, I do want to do this. And you do leave with a couple $1,000s. You get big tickets. The customer loves you for it. They're happy. You know what I mean? But then you stand by your, know your product and stand by it. If they call back and they're unhappy with something, then okay, I'll take it out. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you your money back. You know what I mean? Like you got to be a man of your word.
Nah, facts, bro. That's exactly how I approach it. Like I will let you know, but like it's the deceiving. Like we do it on the night show, bro. We're like, got 4 quarters. You got them 4 quarters. That Tim DiStasio shit he did with Gene Slade. Yeah, it's like, bro, like that type of peddling bullshit's got to go. I'm sorry, but I will like educate them up on the stuff, and if recommendations need to be made, they're made. And trust me, I love making money. I mean, you don't just do it just because. Yes, you do to get the customer satisfaction. That's all good and well, but we want to make money at the end of the day, right? We want to be able to provide for our families and give them a good life and do vacations and things like this. So, yeah, just like you said, the approach. What's that?
But you got to be able to sleep at night.
Exactly, bro. Like I have a very good conscience when I'm done. The only time is like I told you that other, when I called you the other day, bro, about that damn thermostat. Like, I couldn't sleep that night because I was like, you know what I mean? And it was over the weekend too. And turns out that's what it was, obviously.
I don't know how that's not under warranty. It's funny because that's actually what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to do technical trainer for Lennox.
Oh, straight up?
That's what I'm in the process of going through the stuff right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, something sounds.
We got to talk about Lennox, man, off the air and all that good stuff. Let me know, the ins and the outs, the dirty. But no, that situation. So when we touched base with Lennox, they said, so it was 2019. Those apparently at that time only carried a 5-year warranty. Anything after, I want to say they said June 20 of 2021 carries 10-year warranty now. So maybe at the time, which I still think is some bullshit because I try to chop it up with a dude at the counter. I'm like, yo, bro, you knew that these S30s were ass. Like, there's a reason you replaced it with the S40s. You can't warranty it. $700, $750 thermostat, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that's like wholesale. That's
yeah.
The customer's paying for it. And you know what? The more I think about that is, I still think that's on the installing company because that's
what I said.
I do think they put a bulletin out saying that you could change all of these. Like you could go get them and change them. And
I'm sure there was. I guarantee you're right. Yeah, and that company is the largest company in Florida. Like 500 service trucks, dude. Like ridiculous. I know a couple people from there that I really mess with. They're really good dudes. But that's how that was done, and it was very poopy situation. I'm trying not to cuss here, man. But yeah, like I thought, I'm sure they probably did, and like you said, they tried to charge $2,800 for that stat, bro. That's crazy. I mean, straight.
Alrighty, have a good day.
Yeah, like I'm out.
It's wiring. You literally just pop it off.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. I ended up getting, the S40, and so I did have to change that portion. But I just thought it was unbelievable they were trying to do that. So I'm glad he called, man.
Go from the S30, so you do have to change the back plate.
Yeah, but it's all good, bro. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, but that's cool. You helped him out, and when you were saying what was happening, that's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's where you let it to. You're like, oh yeah. By the time we got down to the nitty gritty, boom.
Yeah,
so I appreciate you, bro. If anybody ever needs a technical question answered, just call Gil.
See, even though rookie bust my balls and my tools are rusty, I still know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, you turd.
Yeah, that's why I love the technical training and just helping the young guys now, man. It was awesome. Like when I did that with Zeke and his guys over the summer, man, I had a fucking blast, man. Hanging out with those young guys, doing ride-alongs and just teaching them stuff. You start to realize that you're one of the older heads. Like I find myself saying stuff, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I feel like my dad. Like,
oh man, yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when they call. I remember calling my dad. He's like, "Oh, you're working on that? Oh yeah, go in the back. There's gonna be 4 screws. Take those 4 screws off. Behind that, there's a green wire, a red wire. You know what I mean? Like you're like a bomb. And when people call me, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, I sound like my dad."
Yeah, that's so funny, man. Such a big cycle of life, ain't it?
It's crazy, but it's cool though, because like especially the last place I was at, even though the ownership was fucking miserable, that fucking Chinese cunt.
Oh, straight up. Hold on, wait. Did I miss something? Did y'all you did dip out?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
was this like last week or what?
Dude, it was the Monday I came back from AHR. Let's say I had a good enough time that I couldn't listen to anything that she said, and I finally just was like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. How about that?
Yo, what?
It's just, man, like, and there's some good people that work there. Don't. No.
I feel you. You was talking really good.
Yeah, it was just like, man, if I, and I don't have to work right. I mean, I do, but it's, I want to be happy, especially with everything else going on, man. I just, I'm not going to do that. And I think if they didn't buy me that brand new truck, I probably wouldn't have stayed there as long as I did. But, and I fell in love with the people, the technicians, because I knew that I could make their quality of life better. But if somebody's going to bring me in to help their company grow, then you can't handcuff and shackle me and lock me in a closet. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell am I going to do if you don't let me do anything? And that's what it got down to. So it's for the best.
All right. Congrats.
Yeah, I guess, I said, this is the second time I've been unemployed in a full year. That's kind of
yeah, bro.
Weird, but I'm good. I got other
sounds like a shitty employee to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work for the county and just fucking be that guy that holds the sign and shit. Stop.
Yo, damn cats. I love it, dude. Well, good for you. Screw it. Just gotta do what's best. I mean, you know that shit by now.
Yeah, man. I'm just at a turning point in life, man. With everything going on, I don't know. I want to be. I feel like. And I don't want to sit here and say that I haven't been happy, but I feel like I went through a lot of things and I put a smiley face on when it really probably shouldn't have been there. And now it's just, I just truly want to be happy. And I'm very deep into my faith, which helps me get through things. But yeah, so the job, I want to do something that I truly love and enjoy. And this driving 2 hours each way shit was just killing me. It was time for my mom or my kids. And then going through the divorce, going through all that stuff. It's just trying to get through it. And it's, I'm not going to fuck around and find out anymore. It's just trying to get shit done. And there's no better time. Somebody's got to pull the Band-Aid off. You know what I mean?
There we go. Yeah, man. And your approach to everything's always been really good. You know what I mean? You can't hide and mask everything for sure. But you just hit that shit in the face and you just get after it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I tell people when I do like the mental health and the addiction episodes, like I do those just as much for me as I do them for other people. I'm I'm glad that they help people. I really, really am. But I still struffle. I still
Put that shit on a t-shirt, bro. I'm with it.
God, you saying sale when you mean sell? I'm saying struggle. I still struggle with mental health myself, man, and money doesn't fix it. Like, you know, those kind of things don't change. It's just sometimes it happens, and it's just, especially nowadays as a man, it's, suck it the fuck up and move on. And I think that when you talk about it and people get out, like, it's like, oh shit, I'm not the only one. Not like I'm gonna jump off a bridge. Not but I'll be honest, I've been there in my life too, though. So I just think the more you talk about that shit, it just helps everybody.
That's what they say, man. So, and they ain't been wrongs.
Yeah, no. Shuffle with the truffle.
Yeah, that's gotta be a shirt, man. Jason.
Hands Gill some WD-40 and towel to clean. No, shut your
Who said it? Was that damn Scott?
Yes, it was.
He's so mean.
I don't know, man. It says, Gil, did I meet you at AHR? We might have. I don't remember a Froggy Boogala.
Yeah, Froggy, bro. You don't remember Froggy?
Yes. No, I didn't remember the name until I just thought, yes, we did meet. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. I do remember meeting you now. At first, I was like, Froggy. I remember Froggy. I didn't remember the.
That's all the other part, you're like, eh.
Yeah, no, we did meet. My fault. At first, I was like, what the fuck?
You don't know about the Boogala?
It's all right. We're gonna get Krauss dropping the F-bomb before the show's over. He's trying to be good. Hey,
we're doing good.
I'm a Christian, but I sin. That's
Yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, same here, right? And gosh, that's why I don't talk about it as much, because I'm like, damn, man, I don't really lead by example very well, and I don't want people to, such a hypocrite. I mean, I make connotations about it, right? Jesus Christ is my savior. I'll say things like Adrian will be like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, oh, it's my savior. You know what I mean? I'll say it like as he's saying it, and he's like, oh, my bad. And no, I definitely do have that aspect. My problem is, man, with the kids, got the boys, bro. I'm like, if the worst thing I do though is cuss, I think that's okay, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's how I am. And people got to realize, man, is not trying to sit here and have religious lesson though, but that's why God gave his only son to die on the cross for our sins. He knows that we are dirty, sinful people.
We're
all right,
terrible.
Yeah. Yes, you want to lead the life and lead the way that he wants you to lead, but we're not perfect, and it doesn't mean just mess up to the sake of messing up, but
yeah,
he knows we're not perfect. So, and don't hide it. Don't be afraid. And people used to be that way. And that's one thing that I give props to Ryan, the owner of Beltway. Still a friend of mine. I love that man to death. And when it came to faith, and before it was like, you wanted to hide it. It was like, are you a Christian? Yeah, I am. No, it's like, I'm not, you know what I mean? It's part of my core. I'm not hiding it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not going to push it on to you, but you know what I mean? And I'm never one of those people. I'm never going to preach. I'll answer a question. I'll tell you how I feel, what I think. That's why some people ask me questions, and it's like, you may not like the answer I give you, but I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I tell people, hey, I'm the same asshole all the time. Some people like
it, don't change.
But it's always there.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
nah, for sure, bro. I would do the news at church and stuff. So did all that good. My kids go to a Christian school, so it's all good stuff.
Yeah, when I moved up here, I miss my old church though that I went to. That church was awesome. But that's one of the things with this separation is I'm going to move back towards that way.
Okay.
Not be up here closer to DC. All my kids' friends are down there. Like the only other place that I would go that I'm thinking about is going over the shore. Like,
oh yeah, that'd be dope. It's funny. I talked to him.
Yeah, where Zeke is.
My buddy, he's like, dude, if you move back up here, he wants to go to like down moved to the shore. He's just like, we'll just start something up, man. Let's just do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm okay. I mean, I got the beaches here. These ones are pretty cool too.
Yeah, we're better than the shit we got here.
That's what I'm like, my kids though, man, they do love us. Like when we go back, they're like, man, we want to go back to Maryland. You know what I mean? I feel so terrible. Like we got to make it more of an occurrence. But I'm like, nah, like we just got to make it happen. Like we'll see. You know, you never know. You can't rule things out. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, what do your kids like about Maryland? Just because they have a bunch of like family there and stuff, or?
Yeah, I think that's it. My son, like he's gotten really big into the sports now, obviously. So he's like huge. Speaking of which, I don't think I told you. Saw Chuck Clark, bro. He lives down here now. He's like, we were at this place and I saw somebody with a Ravens shit, but
Chuck ass ain't playing football. No wonder he's down there.
Hey, nah, dude. He's better than damn Marcus Williams. Shoot.
Very, very, very true. Very true. Very true.
But he got really big into the Ravens and he's just like, I would have just, because the Ravens live there. I was like, well, Lamar lives in Florida, bro. Like, that's good, right? You know what I mean? So I'll say stuff like that. But they just like it. I think, like my daughter, she don't really care because she's old enough to experience both ways. The boys just like, I think they'd like it because it's like new when they go up. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah. And no disrespect to like my family, but like my biggest thing is like, yo, bro, I lived there and we never saw each other like that. It wasn't like a thing like, oh, I miss you. I need to come over. Nah, like, bro, and now that my mom's came down a couple times. God bless her. I love her. She's been down and Ashley's mom's been down, but nobody else has really made it out of their way to see the family. You feel me? So I'm like, it would be the same, guys. It's okay. Yeah. Love our families though.
Trust me, stay in Florida.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll make our trips back and forth, but they just get excited and a new place. But Maryland's it's such a cultural thing because it's so small, right? And like it's so dense, and you got the Maryland flag. Everybody loves that. You got your crabs. You got this. You got dude. You got the sleeve. You're repping. You know what I mean? So it's like that stuff's all cool, and it is. It's like you don't forget that stuff. It's just, lacrosse and all that fun times. And like I said, Maryland's so small.
Yeah, I love it here. And it used to be, we actually had all 4 seasons, not so much later. Mm-hmm. You could literally, you had your beaches in the summertime, you had the fall stuff, you can go skiing in the mountains in the wintertime. But Maryland is, and it's home. I love this place, I feel like, but now it's going to be harder to leave because I can't leave my children, but
facts.
But I would leave here, man. It's so close to DC. DC gets bombed. We're fucked.
That's how I always felt. I'm like, shit, bro. We're like 40 miles, if that. You know what I mean?
Where I am now,
You're there, bro. You're in the devil's playground, son.
Yeah, exactly. I'm screwed. So, I literally see like, I can throw a rock at Andrews not that close, but Andrews Air Force Base is fucking close.
No, you're right there, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's no bueno. But and then like just like the taxes, man. Like this is always gonna be a blue state. It's just always it always is. And then when we do get a Republican governor, he loses his hair and then he turns.
I know, bro.
Fucking Hogan's
bastard. He lost all his weight, and all of a sudden he gets cancer. Now he's no fun anymore.
It's Chinese wife, I'm telling you. I don't know. But yeah, like a lot of people don't even know. Like back in 2009 is when it started, dude. The tax that they put on people if you made over $1 million. That's why all the millionaires left the state of Maryland, because people making like well over that, because the tax got up so high, it was outrageous. People were like, fuck this. But we don't realize is when those people leave, they're not only taking their W-2s with them, so you're taking that money out of the economy. Most of those people own businesses, so now they don't have employees. They're not spending money in that place. You know what I mean? So
bro. Nobody looks at that big picture, just like when everybody left, California, right? Obviously. And they all went, Texas or Tennessee or something like that. And then all the New Yorkers left there and came down here. And you know what I mean? We're thriving, they're shitty, whatever. Totally, man. It's again, we still love it though. It's like one of those places like we watched this kid, Luke McFadden. He's like a crabber and he catches all the stuff for Jimmy's, you know, and he's big on TikTok. Yeah. Luke's like awesome. And funny story I'll tell you about off air or something maybe. But, you know, there's little things. It's fun. It's like being a Marylander. It's cool. You know, it's you see like little things that are from Maryland, like Sagamore rye whiskey that you see, like, oh, you know, I used to drive by where they get their water because it was in Reisterstown or Owings Mills area, and Sagamore Farms is right there off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, we got pride in that stuff, like people from Maryland, of course, you know.
Yeah. And you're probably right, the fact that it is a smaller state, because Florida is like so big and there's different, I mean, you got different people,
Dude,
you know what I mean? In different parts of the state, you know what I mean? It's So when you meet somebody from Maryland somewhere else, like, you know, there's that connection.
Oh, straight up, yeah,
I know.
Yeah. You're like, okay, all right, we're on the same page.
Yeah, right. At least tell your kids that the beach is there, like when you can see the water and swim in them. You know, here we got like fucking bodies floating by.
Float up, bro, like dirty as hell. Like, it's funny though, because remember when like. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, people wouldn't cross over the bridge and they would only stay at Sandy Point instead. Not, but you get to Ocean City and all that. It's taken over, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's or people being like, you know, Sandy Point, and they go like across the bridge. And they're like, oh, we go across the bridge. The water's better. I'm like, it's the same fucking water.
It's the same shit, bro.
You just on opposite sides.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
We used to do a lot of work over there with Ken Island and shit, man. Good.
Ken Island's not bad. The only thing that sucks about when I was over there with Zeke and that, man, is right there on the shore by where he is. It's it's all crawl spaces, man. Fuck that. That's definitely makes you miss the whole basement and just walking downstairs to
man,
sitting there.
I went to an estimate couple of days ago, and it was like an old home down here, and there was like, it was the word package unit, you know, crawl space, yada yada, and there was a spot, no bullshit, bro, it was probably about maybe 12 inches. I had to crawl under a porch for about 30 feet to get to the other side of the house, and then I could like stand on my knees. I didn't go. Needless to say, I was just like, yeah, I'm not going over there. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, might have lost a sale. I don't care. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know, I'm just, yeah. So I didn't, because crawl spaces and me are just, I don't know. It was too small. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
You know?
Yes.
I remember.
Celebrated basement. Yeah, man. Basement.
He's hyped. Yeah.
I'm not going to bitch about like the attic. Well, everybody's addicts, but you know, yeah, those crawl spaces are no joke, man, with the installs. And I see those people in different parts of the country where they have those package units on the side and then ductwork it's under the house. Mm-hmm. Looks like a pretty, you know, if you don't got to replace the ductwork, it looks like a pretty, you know, straightforward install.
Dude, you're in and out, bro. Like, there's so many of that down here, but this one needs the ductwork. I'm like, yo, once we take the unit out, I'll get in through where the duct work is, and I'll take the dog house off, and I'll go under, and we can do it from there. But to go in and out and drag all my stuff here, it's like, it just don't make sense. Yeah. You know, I just counted the floor registers and was like, all right, you need this much duct, and boom.
We can measure from up here.
Yeah, I know what it needs. You know, you feel me? I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I can see through the floor. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this then. What are some quirks that you have in Florida that aren't in Maryland?
Dude, well, I guess the biggest thing is our drain lines and the copper lines. It's really stupid. They run generally down through the slab and the foundation, under, you know, throughout wherever. Usually if it's in a garage or whatever, even if it's in the attic, it goes through the walls, down underneath the ground, up and out. You know what I mean? It's the stupidest thing. And ductboard. I hate ductboard, bro. Like, you'd think it'd be like so
here anymore.
Yeah, I remember like my grandfather used to live in Ocean Pines, and they would do some stuff over there. And they're like, yeah, the ductboard is easy because you could just cut it. And I'm like, nah, dude, I'll do metal all day before I do that. Like, our systems sit on like plywood platforms that you build with like a basically call it like a coffin return box, right? Just a big box, and then the return comes in. So none of the duct works right. It's just like a big rectangle dropping into another big rectangle, going into a rectangle. So you got all this turbulence built up inside the system. You're wondering like, well, why are my ECMs just blowing all the time? You know what I mean? And then the drain lines, like I said, they go down, then they trap underneath the house for like 60 feet, and then they come up out of the ground like 18 inches. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's so dumb. I mean, we get calls for it, and each drain line cleaning's $159 plus the 99. So I'm like, all right, well, that's easy. You do 4 calls a day, you're at a G, you know?
Yeah, that's great. Well, don't they, a lot of the line sets, aren't they sleeved? Like through like PVC and stuff like that?
They put 4-inch, yep. If it's done right. I've seen it now, like new construction, it has to go through like the exterior wall and down, so it's accessible. What a lot would do is like if it's on the second floor, it'll go down, run between the second floor, then out the sidewall. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then line sets just pop all the time. It's stupid. I mean, I don't like doing. I've done it a couple times where I ran a new piece of PVC. Generally, if it's in that garage, I'm like, dude, we're gonna route this around the unit, run it like along the back of your wall. We'll take it out somewhere in the front of the garage, back of the garage. I'm not fighting, because you got to cut open the bottom of the drywall, cut open the duct board, cut the bottom of the duct board, then it's chip up the concrete that it's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm good. It's a pain in their arse.
Is that because of like codes they have down there, or is it just that's just the way
I heard?
shit?
Yeah, exactly. I heard it really well by Brian Orr. He was doing a video on it. He was just like, it's just the way Florida does it. So I was like, all right, until someone changes it. I mean, that's just the way Florida does it, bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, Florida doesn't have a lot of basements either, does it? Because they're like swamp.
No. Yeah, it's all sandy. You know, obviously the sea level, we're like really close. But like where I'm at, I want to say we're like 60 or so feet. But we got some basements like in where I live. We did an install about a month ago, and it was kind of cool. Be able to like, wow, you got one of these? You know, I ain't seen one of these in years. You know what I mean? It's cool.
That's why when people talk about, I mean, you know, from being here, when, you know, the duct board, or you have like, I know like California has them, the system that's on the first floor in a closet, and the ductwork goes up and just spiders, it's all flex. And it's like, yeah, we don't have that in Northeast, man. It's all metal. And it's in the walls. Half the shit was put in before people had air conditioning. The ductwork was designed for heat load, not air conditioning. People are fucking changing it, but they're gonna add fucking AC to it. You can't go in and be like, hey, you gotta change your system and all the ductwork. People are like, yeah, fuck you, get out of my house.
Yeah, facts.
You know, it doesn't work that way. I mean, and I try to tell people, especially people when they want like higher end equipment, they're like, oh, I want inverter technology. I'm like, why? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd love to give you that because I believe in it, but your ductwork is so jacked that it's not going to work right. And I've actually lost jobs over it. People have called me back like, oh, you were right. Yeah, I know I was right.
Yeah.
But you didn't listen to me, and now I can't help you. It's too late.
Straight up, man. And all them old homes, like the houses up there are just so old. Like you said, it's just the way it's retrofitted. It's just one design, like for this, you know?
There's no pole shoots in some of these fucking houses, man. You go in the basement and you're like,
how is this? And you can just like look through the floorboard and you see it there. Like, you know what I mean? Like looking down, you're like, oh.
There's things that happen right there. You know, I'm thinking like slavery times. Like, this is not good stuff, man.
This ain't good. That's funny. Dude. But your point about the ductwork, we've been doing a lot of that. That's kind of one of our things. Like we want to emphasize, because I don't think it's an, like if I was in Maryland, bro, I'd be doing duct jobs left and right. That is too easy. Just get some bubble wrap, dude. Wrap that shit, and you're good. Throw out some pipe, wrap it, tape it, screw it. Nah, here it's a pain in the ass, and that's how it's done. Because if you do have metal here, like I've seen a few houses and it's lasted, but I've seen it where it's not done right, and obviously it just corrodes and rusts and it's ruined. So that's why they got that crappy flex duct transfer box thing. But you do your best with it as you can. And I know there's some data on it that like you can get the flex line to work just as good as a metal line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Pull it tight and flex it out. It'll work. People just need to you can't floppy cock it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. You know, that's that. We reserve that on Thursdays, okay? So, Yeah, man, that's a big thing. Like it's funny because the company that was acquired that we are now, they would push the 18, 20 SEER systems a lot at the end of their life, and we've had to change 4 of their duct systems because they were just terrible, bro. One blew like 2 compressors, then blower motors were just going out. I'm like, dude, your duct works. They're like, well, why didn't they tell me this? Well, like, they were old school, bro. They just see the box for sure, right? And then they just see the price tag. Now I'm slamming this 20 SEER and you're going to pay me, which it was still cheap at the time, to be honest. But yeah, we've had to reduct 4 20 SEER systems, you know?
And you do metal, or you got to go with the duct board?
Nah, we go with the duct board. Yeah, we'll do the transfer boxes, but they're like all choked. They were all small, you know, because, you know, code is, you know, bare minimum you'll pass, you know, and so we'll upsize everything. You know, everybody thinks, oh, bedroom 6 inch, you know what I mean? A bathroom 4 or 5. No, there's a little bit more to it, right? Yeah. So we would just upsize the things, do it right, get them ran right, create back pressure. And they're like, oh, it's run so good. And then another thing we added was we would do blown in insulation too to help. So, you know, all those little offset things, like you said, turn down the 20 SEER, like, yeah, you probably don't want this. It's just going to be a bigger problem.
Yeah, I mean, when it's right, like, I believe in the high-end equipment. Like, I believe in inverter technology when it's installed properly. But if the ductwork is not right, then people are wasting their money. They're not getting what they're paying for. You know, and I tell people, if you're going to sell somebody an inverter system, don't say, like, oh man, it's going to save you money and your bills. Don't sell it that way. Don't offer you. No, you're going to be, it's the most comfortable you've ever been.
Comfort, baby.
And probably use the same amount of power, if not less than what you're using in this cheaper system. Because if you tell somebody that, they're going to be that bill watcher, you know, they're looking utility bill and they're going to be like, this motherfucker was lying. It's only $2 difference. You know what I mean? Like, don't, trust me, been there, done that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Facts, dude. Yeah. That's why I was like, well, do you want comfort or you just want to be cold? Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, once this thing's off, you're probably gonna get hot again. Or do you just want to have a nice, consistent comfort feeling in here? You know what I mean? Like you said, comfort is where it's at.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, being able to control humidity. But the other thing is to remember, these inverter systems, they will always be air conditioners first before dehumidifying. If somebody has an actual humidity problem, then I would sell them an inverter and a whole home dehumidifier. Because
those are getting bigger down here.
Yeah, you almost have to. I've been one of those. I got to add this. Nasty said, did Jake say he blows insulation in the ducts?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it came out. You know what I mean? It might have been and the ducts, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's blowing people in the duct with insulation on top of it.
Hey. My young kids happen to be watching this show.
Whoops. Sorry.
No, they're probably in bed. And Ashley's like, yeah, got them, babe. The youngest has a field trip tomorrow, man. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Tom said there's no sense in selling high efficiency systems with low efficiency ductwork. Amen. I
preach
the same thing. You know, there's all these, even though some of these are, you know, I think they're the 25C rebate, I think it's still out there, but it's not what it was.
It's higher. You gotta have a higher SEER.
Yeah. Well, plus I think with all of the aid stuff that Trump's doing right now, I think they're stopped. They're paused.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I think
because the customer did. No, you may be right because.
But I want to say it is.
I was talking to my buddy down here and he was telling me something along the lines is he actually like was registering his like a 15 and it qualified for the 25C because it has to be like a 16 to get, you know, starting for heat pumps in southern states. That is, I don't know where it is up your way.
Hey, we're actually in the southern state, asshole.
It's kind of in the middle. I mean,
but we're in the south when it comes to ratings though.
Okay. See, thank you. You know, I mean, I wasn't into all that when I was up there, so I just know I'm definitely in the South. So yeah, I know that's
well, you can get, you know,
we're there. Yeah, Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny because the customer did bring what you just set up. He's like, dude, is that going to affect you guys today? I was like, I haven't heard anything, actually, now that you mention it. But now that you mention it, it might, it just might.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. Mr. Chris, what is up, Chris? HVACR videos. What is up, brother?
Shout out Chris. There he is.
Yeah.
The homie.
Man.
Did you guys end up going out to on Wednesday or whatever, get some dinner and stuff?
Oh, yeah. We went out with me, Chris and his wife, Jason and his wife, and then me and my side bitch, Scott. We went out. Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah. It was some good Mexican food we had.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't
well, good, man. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. Sucked coming home, but
it's okay.
I thought the flights are gonna be jacked up because I would have thought that there was like a blizzard back here in Maryland, and now I'm looking at my cameras and I'm like,
yeah,
it's like a fucking dusting. Like, what are we talking about? They're like,
oh, they were all like,
like, what are we doing here?
Jeez, man. Yeah, it's always something.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
But you know, it's part of it.
Well, what are you guys in the 80s till now? Like,
yeah, dude, it's actually, bro, we had some crazy little thing today. 60 mile an hour. We had like a nor'easter or some bullshit. 62 right now, like mid 70s.
Yeah, so it's 56 here right now. It's actually warmed up a little bit. We've been in like it was like 60 today, high 50s.
Okay. Nah, see, when y'all was here, that was a fluke, bro. Because like the week before was cold as hell, and then like AHR was like real nice. Everybody's like, "Oh man, it's good stuff." And then like today or like this week, I've been wearing a hoodie, like, you know what I mean. I'm like, it's back to, but it's cool. But it's just been like doom and gloom. Yeah, it ain't been sunny, so it's like, it sucks.
I'm glad it was warm though, because like I said, when I went there last time.
You said it was cold?
Yeah, it was like fucking, it was cold. I'm like, this is bullshit. I don't come to Florida to
yes, that's the misconception. People think it's hot year round. I mean, like, you go down a little south, obviously it is, but like, nah, we had snow.
I mean, even when Vegas was kind of chilly. I want to say the first day, everybody was in Vegas when we went to HR in Vegas. I want to say like maybe the first day that I was there was nice. That's when I used to, now I take a, but I remember I got there and I made a video of me. I walked to the, it was like Men's Warehouse. Cause what I would do is rather than traveling with like a suit or a tux, I would just pick it up where I was. Didn't realize that I'm walking through like this sketchy ass part of Vegas.
Yo,
I'm probably gonna miss him. And then when I get there, the guy's like, "Hey man, you might want to Uber back, bro. Like, don't walk."
Oh,
he was like, I was like, "Ooh, appreciate it."
Yo, just let me know. Be like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm from Brooklyn, son."
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's how I roll. Yeah, good.
Yeah. It's that's actually where I wanted to be the most. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. You know how it is when you're walking and you do like that. You know, you flip around. Like,
You got real close.
You know, you're doing videos like,
straight up. Like, we just ain't recording. We're just checking.
Yeah,
we gotta have that rear view, bro. Stupid as shit. Oh,
and it's funny in Atlanta. I remember I went to Atlanta years ago. I was like 18. Somehow I got a job running the valet at Arundel Mills Mall.
Okay, solid
opening, and I was the manager because I guess like me and my friends were up there, and it's funny. Well, I'm not gonna speak
at the medieval times and shit.
Yeah, my wife, she was girlfriend back then. I wasn't working. We're walking through like some job fair, and some guys like, "You need a job?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." She's like, "No, you do need a job." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. What's up, dude?" Like,
you're like, "All right,
okay, fine. Yeah, I'll listen to you." Yeah. And ended up going to meet, took some friends, and like I've always been a leader, a natural born leader. I don't follow anybody.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, "I'd like you to be the manager." I'm like, "Cool.
All right.
Okay."
Actually, so matter of fact, you're fired.
Yeah. So it was they sent me to Atlanta. So and doing like training and shit like that. I'm like 18, 19. These people were taking me to bars, getting me smashed. And I'm like, this is great. I remember walking through and some guys pulled up. It was like, 6 black dudes in the car, and they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "I don't know what's up, man. This shit's not going good." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thought something was gonna happen there.
Yo, facts.
But the last time we went to Atlanta, it was good, even though it was my fault. Me and Rookie walked like the wrong fucking direction. I'm looking at the map and I'm like, how the fuck is time going up? I'm like,
y'all just went the wrong way.
We're supposed to go backwards, and then finally we got an Uber, and it was still like a 25-minute ride because I was a dipshit. Yeah,
that's good times.
That's why I love these trips, man. They're fun. That's why I like to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we're at an hour, so we can get ready to end this anyway. Chris, my flight was delayed. Oh, I saw that, Chris. Yeah, he said his flight was.
Damn! So everybody's was all jacked up.
Yeah, mine kept getting moved, but then finally it wasn't crazy bad because they kept making it worse than it was. They kept bumping up, and then it because I was supposed to leave at like 10:45 in the morning. I didn't leave until like
what?
Something like that.
Bro, who's the somebody who won one of the awards? Some dude from Canada. I want to say it was Foodie. I don't know the guy's name exactly, but I was talking to Ryden from R&D. And he was telling me like the dude went there, like got dropped off at like 4 a.m. and didn't end up leaving until like 10 that night. Like his flight just kept getting pushed back and back and back and back. He was just like dropped him off at the airport, which is there. Like it got canceled the night before he was supposed to fly out. And then Ryden picked him up. He stayed at his place, took him there at 4. And then, I was like, damn, bro. So maybe it was just, it's just a thing, dog,
Yeah. Well, that's like, Chris is right. Atlanta was chaos for like restaurants and shit. There was so many people, every restaurant, it was a wait. I remember I went with them to that Spoilin' dinner. And it was like it took forever to get in. Then we waited for like an hour and a half to even to get food. It was crazy. Restaurant. Yeah. But apparently where we were going wasn't even downtown Atlanta. So that was kind of crazy.
We me being cheap, bro. Like, all right, we stayed at a Hilton, right? But like the second night because we drove up and like we went to a place. I'm like, all right, we go get this little cheap one on the outskirts, bro. No bullshit. We're like, all right, it was like $60, and I'm just very frugal. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just cancel the Hilton one. We'll get this one. We go in there, bro. Just like you can just see the fucking bed sheets moving, dude. Like just paint just dripping, roaches in the corner. We're like, I'm like, I'm good. You good with it? He's talking to Ash. She's just like, no. I'm like, all right, let's just sleep in the van. You know what I mean? And we ended up going to the Hilton. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? I was just like,
yeah. Well,
it was pretty. Yeah.
Normally, I don't get crazy nice hotels because you're never even there. You're only sleeping as long as the bed's clean.
Yeah.
Like I don't waste the money getting these like crazy fancy places. Atlanta was cool because we stayed rented the place and stayed with Tersh, and then we had like that house that was pretty.
That's right. That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah. But then the only thing is like, get so many people, it's like you're sleeping on a fucking, Scott's on a couch,
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all had some issues, right?
Yeah, well,
sleeping arrangements.
Well, I was fine. I mean, Scott was, but it was kind of like
I was good. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, it was like a pull out thing. I mean, but it's the pull out like
he slept on the balcony. He was good.
Yeah, but sometimes you like the hotel, man. It's just you got the fucking bed, shower.
Yeah.
You're only gone every night, so it's not a big deal. And then this year, I was actually going to stay with Tersh and them again, and I felt bad. But when I booked the hotel room, normally they don't charge you until you check in. Well, they don't charge my fucking card. I'm like, well, so that's why I just went and stayed there, So, but
for sure, bro.
That hotel sucked though. Fucking Avanti Palms, motherfucking TV.
Oh, of course, bro. I would have told you that. No, no clue. I don't
the dude comes in, speaks no fucking English. I'm like, hey, TV don't work, man. And he's like,
oh shit, yeah.
He asked for the remote. I hand the remote, and he goes, TV no work. I'm like, no shit, man. I could have fucking told you that,
yeah,
moron. He was like,
that's
you need
funny.
the room. Then they switched our rooms. Didn't even tell us. We went to the fucking front desk and we're like, hey, man, they told us to switch rooms and our TV don't work. And they're like, what room? We gave them the room number. And they're like, that's not your room number. And I'm like, bullshit. What do you mean it's not my room number? They're like, we already switched you. I'm like, well, we got to get our stuff out of the other room.
Yo.
What are we doing here?
What? And you know what's crazy, bro? Being like literally the tourist capital of like the world, bro. You'd think they'd have their shit together. Yeah.
You'd think so.
No, man, because y'all was right there by. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Said my first Orlando hotel sucked and we ended up moving. Well, I know Chris had that video he shared when he had this, just him and his wife and stuff like that. I forget why you had to, Chris. He had to switch hotels for something from like the one like sponsors paid for to another one. And like that dilapidated, like, down building in the back, and he's like, there's definitely an alligator in that pool. Like it was like run down. It was pretty crazy. Like that's what you look out your window and see.
Probably right there off the 408 or something. Yeah. No, it's not the 408, but yeah, there's ones. It's just crazy. You see so much of that shit. It's just like when you go like any type of city, you're just like, you just think it's better than that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not.
There's some place, the last time that I went there, because I remember that's when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Gosh, I'm so glad they lost. But
facts.
The last time in Orlando, I remember going to meet people the first night, and it was like in a bar inside of a hotel. It was like a big, like, resort-looking thing.
Okay.
Dude, I'll never forget. They were like these, like, Greek wings, but they were fucking money. Like they were
the best.
And I've never heard of Greek wings anywhere else. And when I was down,
where's this at, bro? Do you remember?
I want to reach out to Tersh,
all right,
and find out where they were, because those wings were fucking amazing. Like I don't even know what you put in to make it Greek, but it's
you know what they do.
That shit was good though.
Hell yeah.
But before we forget, because we are getting here on time, I'm not gonna keep you too long. Mm-hmm. One thing that I did want to tell you, who I could set you up with to talk about with you guys in your business, especially being smaller, is using AI. And the best people to talk to about that is fucking Tersh.
Bet. Yo, it's funny because Homeboy did bring up Tersh one day. He was like, yo, there's this guy I've been watching. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we can get connected with this dude, bro. I mean, all right, bet. Yeah. Hook it up.
Tersh and Josh actually started their own thing with that. But when it comes to AI, like they are, like
they got their own thing.
Yeah, they started something between them two that comes. I forget exactly what it is. I got Tersh has been traveling, going to different things. I'm supposed to be going to all these different shows too, and I don't go. But
yeah, it's on. Look at you.
I got too much shit going on, man. I just can't. I always go to AHR, but the Epic. I get invited to go to Epic, the women's ACR event, and eventually. I do want to go to all those different events that I'm supposed to go to, but AHR is like, that's like non-negotiable. Like I always go to that one because that's the
it's the one, man. It's a shebang.
Yeah, but we'll see to the rest of them. But yeah, I'll get you linked up with Tersh and that, man, because they can give you some pointers. So they're putting out like courses. Like if you look at all this stuff, like they've created all these things like the AI for HOUSECALL, the AI for Service Titan.
Yeah, bro. Please.
Josh built it.
Yeah,
Tell you all the different apps to communicate with each other. Like he's the one that showed me a lot of stuff when it came to the podcast. Like there's a lot of things, even though I messed up something. Like my podcast is supposed to go out Monday at 9. It's been going out like Tuesday at like 9:10. And I don't know what I must have inputted something incorrectly. It's not the AI's fault. It's definitely me. But yeah, I got AI doing all that shit now. Like it's
bet.
Like it just frees up time, and the way he uses that stuff is crazy. And I know people think AI is like fucking robot, but it's not. It's just a pet.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Nah, I'm a believer in like utilizing it. For sure. Yeah.
Especially in a small business, man. Like you can only be in so many places at one time. And it's amazing what that stuff can do now. And I'm always about being on the front end of a wave, because if you wait till that shit passes on the ass end of it, it's too late. So, and it's crazy what some of this stuff can do. I mean, with the text messages back and forth, not realizing you're talking to a fucking robot. And then the phone calls, it's just like, booking a phone call, not realizing like that's not a real bitch you're talking to.
Yeah.
She's fake.
Yo, that's funny. And then he just throw that joint on the calendar for you, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, even big businesses are using it just to free up and give people more creative, like freedom to do other things in the business. But I feel like if you're out there and you're a smaller company, like it's not my expertise. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, I know enough to be dangerous.
It's too late, bro. You done sold me. I'm expecting $1 million at the end of the year.
I'm going to have AI go fix the shit while I stay home and sleep.
Right, like yeah, they said it could happen, bro.
Yeah, like I have this one now that I'm looking at. Where let me see if I can find it. It's gonna take care of like all my social media and shit.
What?
Yeah, here, there's this one here. Anybody other podcasters out here, I'm gonna say it once because if you don't get it, then I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm not giving you my secret. Where is it called? Speaking of Tertian them, automation and AI.
There we go. Boom. Shout out to the boys. Oh,
They're gonna be doing speaking at the Epic conference. Where the hell? Oh, here's it.
Just tell them we ain't got the funds. I'll promote it on the channel or something. You know what I'm saying?
Sintra, SINTRA.ai. Anybody who podcast out there in your YouTube,
Sintra.
Yeah, check this out. Message me and I'll give it to you. But they have a bunch of different, like it says your employees are all AI, and they have a bunch of different little bots. So this is funny. It says, so Cassie, customer support, Dexter, data analyst, Buddy, business development, Sophie, social media manager, email marketer, personal coach, recruiter. I mean, like it's all AI, but it does it. And I have a couple of them that I've been messing with, and I'm gonna let it take care of my social media, just putting out like blog posts and shit, putting stuff on my website.
Yeah, dude.
It's just me. I can't do all this shit myself. That's part of the problem. Every time I hire these like random people, I just want to fucking choke them. So
yeah.
I want to find something local, man. Like, I wish I could find like a high school kid, like a college kid that like likes video editing and stuff like that. That I could. I'll dude, Chris, this shit is it's pretty slick, bro. I'll text you the link. But somebody I can work with, like have like a personal relationship, you know?
Oh yeah, no, dude.
I'll buy you a laptop, whatever. Like I'll set you up, and I'll pay you to do it. But I'm not paying you like fucking, like Steven Spielberg prices, like some of these motherfuckers want. Because like the audio podcast, like I have a system built now where I don't need somebody to do that. Like I can literally edit an audio podcast and have the bitch out in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went from the days of sitting here on Adobe Audition, like, let me tweak that. Oh, cut this out.
Yeah.
I'll take a snippet. Oh,
let it ride, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck all that, dude. I'd be down here hours. It would be like 3:00 in the morning. I'm just finishing on Sunday. Well, it would be Monday morning, and then wake up and go to work on Monday morning. Like, sorry, I had to put the podcast out. Yeah, now I'll come down here whenever and be like, I put it in Final Cut Pro. And I have somebody to help me build a preset. I literally dragged that motherfucker on there. Looks good. Export.
Yo.
Looks good. Have a good day. I'm done.
Too easy.
Yeah. Wish I could find a local. Yeah, no, that's how I am. But shit, we've been way past an hour and a half, man. I'm not gonna keep. I love you, bro, man. That's why I love when you come on here, dude.
You're my homie.
Welcome to come back on, man. This is what I want to do more of. Sitting here shooting the shit with people that are like-minded in the trade, interacting with the people in the chat. So definitely change some things this year to get back to this.
Let's make it a great 2025, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, for real.
Yeah,
appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah, of course, man. I don't get as many viewers as you guys. I'm an audio guy, but the podcast, we did. That's
pretty good, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we just so in little under 10 years, we just broke 9.5 million downloads.
Boom.
So
let's go.
So I want to start getting the video side up, man, because I do like this interaction. The audio side is like
it's a bread and butter, bro. Like
Well, and the audio side is kind of on autopilot. I don't really got to do anything.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Work on this, yeah. Add a little groove thing to it, man, for sure.
Yeah. So it's and it's funny, like I see the downloads and it's like big like England, like all in Europe, a bunch of like Africa, India. I just think I was getting scammed, but it was actually like legitimate like Indian fucking and I'm like, I don't want your fucking phone,
Yeah. Hey.
This guy's legitimately fucking one of my fans. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Like, appreciate you.
Like, dude, I got all this inheritance money. No, I really do. I
want to give it to you, Gil. Yeah, fuck you. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we'll start, I'll start closing this out, dude. Thank you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I love what you're doing with, like, obviously your own brand with Koolin with Krauss, with the Knights, with Curtis and Adrian, and then obviously with the business. And you know that I'm always here to help in any way, bro.
Oh, all day long, dude. I appreciate you. You've been there for quite some time. I appreciate you, homie.
Yeah, go give your woman a kiss for me because I can't. So you tell her it was from me though.
You damn right you can't. I was getting those hugs were getting weird at the end of AHR.
Hey, I was just trying to like be in there. It was intimate, but not too intimate, And I was trying to pet your hair at the same time.
It was awkward. It was comfortable.
All right, brother. Let me close this thing. You can hang tight, or if you got to go be with the kiddos, man.
All right, homie. I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, brother.
Later.
Well, hope everybody had a good time, man. Like, let me know how you guys like this, where it's just us shooting the shit, being able to talk with you, man. Like, I like these kind of shows, having fun. It's more interactive with you guys. I don't really want to do the some of the other shows, man. Like, if I don't know some people, I have some people coming on, a few that I booked that I'm going to keep, but moving forward, I'm getting back to shows like this. I'm not doing those ones where they come on and I took a risk, and some of them were okay. Okay, we know that. Some of them were dog shit, especially when somebody comes on and I know their industry better than them. I'm just not doing those anymore. So if you guys like these kind of shows, let me know. And yeah, see, these are my favorite shows. Yeah, me too. So appreciate all you guys for coming out here. Please, if you could, make sure you follow me on all the social media sites. Stay up there on the podcast. Give me a like, follow, share, all that good shit to keep this thing going. Greatly appreciate it. I love seeing the new faces. Love seeing my man fucking Chris in here tonight. HVRCR videos. Fucking dude's only got 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you don't know who Chris is, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. But thank all of you for being here. I appreciate you, man. This is a good time. I want to try to get back to doing the hangouts, man. I really love the hangouts. It's just I got a lot of stuff going on right now, man, with the home life and my mom and stuff like that. I can't commit to them, and I don't want to tell you guys I can do something that I can't do, but I do want to get back in to doing just the live streams where I don't care about the audio. It's never going out. It's just about shooting the shit with you guys, hopping on, having a good time. I'm one of the old head YouTubes, one of the OGs, man, where that's what YouTube was built on. Those hangouts and live streams and stuff like that, where a bunch of people get in there and just bullshit, and they used to be a blast. So I definitely want to get back to doing that consistently at some point. So with that being said, let's start closing this thing down. Guys, remember to keep your head on a swivel. Please be safe out there, man. I don't care if you're driving, no matter, make sure the breaker's turned off, whatever it is. I want you to make it home the same way that you left. All right. Please be safe. We live in a crazy fucking world, and it only gets weirder about a minute, sadly. Remember to do the little things. Okay. Be better than the next guy or girl. All right. Keep trying to make you the best version of you. I don't care if it's watching a video podcast, reading a book, an article, whatever it is, man. Just keep being the best version of you. Nobody's going to help you be better. You got to do it yourself. All right. Grind it the fuck out. And then do the little things. That's what it is. Do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy or girl. Damn fucking mind we show up. And then just give a shit about people, man. Just be a good human being. Care about other people. And that being said, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Until next week, I'll talk to you mofos later.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.